sideways. So if you're there and my video is sideways, please let me know. I've had that issue in two previous lives that I did, and I did not know that this was happening. But anyways, I'm here today because I want to talk to you about a topic that I think a lot of you might be interested in, especially because I have been receiving a few questions regarding this topic. And so I thought I'm probably going to be doing these live videos, um, probably thinking about doing them on Wednesday or Thursday around noon, 1 or 2 p.m., somewhere around there. I still don't have a set time, but I wanted to do these live videos for you guys to talk about anything that you want to talk about, but especially about my business tips for creatives. So if you're a creative and are thinking about, launching or starting your online business, then these type of videos are going to be for you. Even if you're not a creative, you are still welcome here. And if you have questions, I can go ahead and address those, regarding painting techniques and all of that. But if nobody has any questions regarding those topics, about the painting techniques and all of that, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about some art business tips. And I see someone there, and if my video is sideways, please let me know because I had that issue in the past. But like I said, today I'm going to talk to you about oh, hi, Jerry. There you are. Am I sideways or not? Am I okay this time? I did a past live video too, actually, and my video was sideways. And I think I figured out why. And so I'm hoping that this video is now looking in landscape mode with no issues. So if you have questions, oh, I'm good. Okay, great. I think it was just because my phone was locked and it wasn't rotating. And even though I rotated my phone, um, and everything looked good on screen, yeah, YouTube was still broadcasting it the other way. So anyways, if you have questions, Jerry, or anybody else that is joining, if you have questions about anything, art, techniques, whatever you want to talk about, personal life, anything, let me know. If not, then I'll go ahead and talk to you about kind of what my plan was for this video. Because I thought about bringing a plan just in case no one hopped in yet or had any questions. So I was thinking about this upcoming, or I don't know if we're in a recession yet. A lot of people say that we are not. Some they say that we are. Some say that it's coming. Whatever. Doesn't matter if it's a recession or if we're in a slump or the recession is going to be coming soon. But I was thinking about what plan or what I was going to do different in my business so that I can come out better once the recession is done, right? How can I make my business more profitable during this recession so that it's just, more profitable in the end? And instead of closing up my business or whatever, or having less profits, what can I change to make it better? Okay, let me see, Jerry. I saw a question somewhere. Top chat, live chat. Let me see. Oh, okay. You said you have a question about geodes. I'm going to try to make my very best one. Oh, why does YouTube close the chat? Okay. But when you do a geode, do you put the stones on the sides also? Yes. Usually, like sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. So Jerry's asking if when I do the geodes, if I put the geodes also like on the sides of the canvas. And yes, it looks prettier. Like the piece looks a lot better when you put the crystals on the side. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I think it does look a lot better if you do it that way. So the one way that I put those, or yeah, on the canvas, I don't use the Tri-Art liquid glass. I use that to glue the pieces on the top of the canvas, but not on the side, because the Triart liquid glass will obviously take a while to dry, and the pieces are just going to fall off. They're not going to stay in place. So what I do is that I actually glue them on with just normal hot glue, or a glue that just dries up really fast. Like I don't know, something. Yeah, probably like the E600 would work, even though that, I mean, it does dry pretty fast, but probably super glue is the easiest way. Um, and I've had no issues with that. So, yeah, that's what I do. So, if you have any other questions, let me know. Okay, so let's keep going on with the business tips if you guys don't have any other questions. So, as I was saying, I was thinking about what can I do for my business, and then the idea occurred that maybe you guys have that same question, or maybe you're looking to start your own online business and are kind of afraid that it's probably not the best time because we're in a recession and you probably don't want to be spending money, and a business right now, it's probably not one of your priorities, but I think it should be, because more millionaires are made, or more millionaires were made during the Great uh, Depression than ever in history. So today, during this recession or this slump, or whatever you want to call it, I feel like this is one of the best times to actually start a business if you've been thinking about it. So I was going to share basically what I'm planning to do and what I think that you should do as well, and also what things you should not do. Okay. So first of all, let's start with the things that I think that you shouldn't do, the ones that I'm trying to avoid myself. And I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget, just the main points. So I'm sorry, sometimes cars pass by even though it's not a very trafficked, is that how you say that word? Yeah, it's not very, not a lot of cars go through this road, but okay. So first of all, what should you avoid during this recession while you're starting to, or want to start your online business? So first of all, if you have a stable job, do not leave it. Okay, do not jump into going directly into starting your online business and saying, okay, I'm going all for it, I'm going all in, and I'm just gonna leave my job. Because even I, as an online business owner, I am making money through my website, through my blog. However, it's not a constant profit. Okay, so sometimes I'll make money. Some days I'll make, a few sales, then other days I won't. And so it's not something constant, and it's not predictable. So as a business owner, you have to take that into account, that it's not like you don't have a salary at the end of the week. Okay, so you can't say that, okay, this week I'm going to make so much because I've worked 40 hours, and then next week I have that paycheck secure again, and the next week again, because as long as I go to work 40 hours, I have that money. I can count on that money, right, for my family. And as with a business, you can't really do that. You have to have some money in reserve, and then just kind of expect, when the sales come in, great. If they don't come in, you have to kind of work with what you already have. And so right now would probably not be the best time to leave your uh, full-time job or your part-time job to jump in directly into an online business. However, I would recommend that you work on your online business on the side. So do have your stable job so you can feed your family, have enough income to put a little bit of money into your online business, and at the same time, start working, right? Start building your online business after you get home from work. So, yeah, it's going to be a hustle. You're going to have to work double time. You're going to have to invest a little bit more energy instead of just going home and relaxing. I'm still doing that. Like, I still have my part-time job, and I still go home, and after I go home, I work on my online business. Sometimes I'll work until midnight, 1 or 2 p.m. So, like, yesterday, no, the day before, I was up till 3 a.m. because I had to get a video ready and up and running for this coming Sunday for a an online event that we have with Color, that I'm part of, for the Color Art group. And so I had to have this video ready, and I had not had time to get it done, and I had to do a lot of editing. And so I was up until 3 a.m. editing that video and getting it ready. And the next day I was super tired, had to come to work, had to take a little nap after work. But that's what I mean. Like, it's going to be hard, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to be worth it in the end. Jerry, let me just check. I think I saw, yeah, to start a business during these times, people are unsure of where things are headed. Existing businesses can be tough. Hold on. Because it is based on demand. People stop buying anything that is not necessity. Yeah, right. And so that's part of what I started, taking into account for my business. Okay, so what can I do different, or what things can I focus on that are not based on people always buying, right? People always buying my products, or people always buying my courses. So, what other things can I do to start leveraging other possible incomes, other possibilities? Like, what other possibilities are out there that I can take advantage of? And so I'm going to share those things with you. But I wanted to make sure that you guys don't jump in to buy, into doing your own or starting your own online business and deciding that, okay, I'm just going to leave my job behind, because that's a more stable income. And right now, I think you should keep that. I think I should keep mine for them, for right now, just because that money that comes in, I can put that a little bit aside to make my online business grow, and to spend on ads, and to spend on materials and whatever else I need. So, I just wanted to make that clear, that I'm not suggesting that you just jump all into going into building your online business and dropping off your stable income, right? So that's one of the things that you shouldn't do. And other things that I'm also planning not to do is not to get into debt uh, because I want to build a business. Okay, so just because you want to build a business, you don't want to go into debt. So you don't want to purchase a bunch of, let's say, physical products, because you think that, okay, I'm going to make a ton of sales, I'm going to sell a bunch of these things, and then you end up realizing that people don't want to buy the things that you thought you were going to, sell very profitably, and you're just going to end up in debt. So don't go into debt trying to purchase stuff that you plan on selling. Okay. So, for example, myself, I have two websites. I have the loveacrylicpainting.com and the enchantingfineart.com websites. And the loveacrylicpainting.com website, that one is a blog, and I sell stuff there, but most of the things that I sell there are online courses, PDF, downloadable items. So it's stuff that I don't really need to invest money in. So I don't need to buy the physical product in order to sell it, right? I just invest time into building those things, into building the courses, recording the videos, making the PDF files in Canva or whatever. but I don't have to spend money. So I don't have to go into debt whenever I make one of those products. So that website is good because of that. Like, it doesn't require a lot of money, it requires time. Then the enchantingfineart.com website, that one is totally different. So for that one, I have to sell physical products. So I sell the embellishments, I sell the glitter, the micro pearls, all of those things. So those require that I make an investment, buy the products, have an inventory, and sometimes, some glitter sell, some other ones don't. And sometimes I'll bunch of buy a bunch of like one thing and then they won't sell. And then maybe something else that I don't really have a ton of will sell. And so now I'm stuck with a lot of inventory of one thing and having to buy more of the other thing that did sell. And so you need to have money to be able to keep buying stuff and selling, and you never know what's going to sell. And if like people go, like Jerry said, they start cutting on expenses and they decide that glitter is not so important right now, um, then you might see those sales drop, and then you're going to end up being in debt. So don't go in debt trying to buy products. So if you are going to do some sort of business, I would advise that you do something like that doesn't cost money. So not buying products and reselling them. Focus on maybe one of the other ideas that I'm going to suggest in just a moment, or doing the online courses, affiliate marketing. What else? PDF files, downloadable items, stuff that will not require for you to invest some money in. So, okay, so those are the two things, okay? Don't leave your job, don't go into debt, and the things that you should do, or that at least are in my plan, and that you should do if you want to start an online business and have it become profitable. Um, let's start with the first thing. Okay. So, like I said, I was thinking about how. Ooh, there's a little bug here. Hold on. I thought I had closed it. I swiped my screen because there was a bug on it. Okay. So, like I said, I was thinking about what can I do in my business, or change in my business, or do differently, so that my income doesn't rely solely on people buying from me. Because I know people are probably going to start, like Jerry said, they're going to start cutting on expenses. And so maybe, like, if they don't really need a course, or they don't really need a specific product like a glitter or whatever, they'll skimp on those expenses. Okay, they'll cut on those expenses. And so I was thinking, okay, well, let me think and try to see what other opportunities are out there that will help me make money without having to solely, um, yeah, just like focus on my income streams coming from people, like regular people, right? So this is where the idea came in from. I have a mentor. His name is Miles Beckler, and I was in one of his uh, membership groups. Okay, and so he was really great. I learned a ton of things from him, and so I still, to this day, I'm on his email list because he sends the most amazing tips ever. And sometimes it's stuff that I forget, that he told me, and then I forgot, and then, or new stuff that just keeps coming up. And he has a lot of connections, lots of friends with profitable businesses, and he knows basically who has the right course, or the right information, or the right tactic for having profitable businesses. So, having that said, I'm no longer in his membership group because he closed that down a few months ago, which was super sad. But I really miss him. We had these great conversations in there with him, and so we really got to talk to him in person. Well, not in person, but on live camera and ask him our questions, and he would always give us advice. So that's how kind of how I grew my channel, my blog, and have done all the things that I've done because of his help, right? But so I was going through one of his emails and I noticed, and he sent me this email about a guy that is making millions, or yeah, he's a millionaire. He makes millions just by having blog websites, just blog posts. He has several websites in different niches. Is that how you say it? Yeah, so in different niches, and he makes a ton of money from all of those websites because he does a very specific thing to make money out of those niches. So he does not, like, he makes money as an affiliate, so he does recommend products, services, and all of that, in his blog posts, in some of his blog posts. And so he makes some of his revenue that way. But that is not his main income stream. I think like 80% of his income stream is coming from ads put on his website, which was like, I read that yesterday and I was like, that is interesting because I've always avoided ads. I did not want to put ads on my blog, on my, on my website, because I thought it would distract people from my courses. But it made me realize, you know what? It's probably a very good idea to start doing that right now, because who is paying like those ads? What this guy is saying, the millionaire guy, is that he makes his revenue from those ads, because regardless of whether people like his content or purchase any of the affiliate products that he recommends, he gets paid by Google just because he has traffic to his website. So it doesn't matter if people buy his products. It doesn't matter if people buy his courses. It doesn't matter if people purchase any of the products that he recommends. Even if people hate his whatever he wrote on his blog post, as long as he has income stream, I mean, not income stream, as long as he has traffic coming on into his blog, into his website or his blog posts, he will make money because Google will pay him because of the visits that he's getting, because of the traffic. So his tactic here is he is working nonstop making blog posts. I think he's mentioned he makes like 100 or 200 blog posts per month. That's not just on one website, right? He makes it on several websites that he has. And it's not just him. Right now he has the potential to pay other people to write the blog post for him. But in the beginning, it was just him. Okay. And so his what he's doing is he's focused on low difficulty keywords. So keywords that no one is targeting. Keywords for stuff on, let's say, if you have a website about photography, and there's keywords that are very low difficulty, meaning that the competition or other people that are writing about photography are not really writing blog posts about those topics. So he's targeting those keywords that are low competition, writing blog posts, even if it's only like 30 people that visit the website because of that blog post. He doesn't care. He still writes a blog post for that low keyword, low competition keyword, and he writes a ton of blog posts, okay, for different keywords, but they're all low competition keywords because he knows that he'll rank for those in Google because no one else is writing blog posts for that. But then he's attracting, all this traffic. And now that he has all this traffic, then he turns on the ads on his blog, on his website or his blog, so that the big companies like Google, the ones that do have money and that will continue spending money even during a recession, even if it's less money than during normal times, right? Those big companies will still spend money. Okay, they are still going to be spending money even during a recession, and so he's targeting those big companies that have the money to pay to make his own money. And so he's, like I said, like part of his revenue is coming from the people that buy the products that he recommends or his own courses, but the majority of the income that he's making is coming from Google paying him just for having traffic coming onto his website. So, having that said, that is probably one of the things that I'm going to be focusing on during this recession. And let me just look at the live chat before I continue. Um, oh yeah, so to start business, okay, Jerry says it's difficult to say on any of the points. All of your points are very good, but if a recession hits and people stop traveling, they stop going out to dinner and they're stuck sitting at home. They're going to need to do something. So people that like art might spend more time on their art and buying products that they need for that. But they will shop for the lowest prices possible. At the same time, you want to have some items that are luxurious because they're always those people that are over the bubble. Yeah, sure. So, like I said here, if you're targeting an audience that has the money, like if the recession is not really an issue for them, then by all means, like go ahead and offer products for those type of people that really don't care or don't are not really affected by the recession, right? But if, like in my case, a lot of artists have that mentality that if you're an artist, you're just gonna starve. They have the starving artist mentality, and so I think, during the recession, they're just going to skimp on buying products or they're going to make less art because they don't want to spend money on, doing artwork because they just feel like, it's probably not eating or having a roof over their heads is going to be more important than doing art. And so that's why I started thinking, okay, I need to do a little bit of a shift here and I need to start figuring out a way to make income that is not just from regular customers that might start, cutting out on expenses. And that's one of the things that dawned on me. So I'm gonna have to start focusing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna get purchases. I still get purchases from people that buy my courses and all of that. But if for some reason those sales do go down, I want to have, or I want to be safe, and I want to have like an alternative where I can start making money a different way, right? And so one of the things that I'm going to start focusing on during this time is to start making more blog posts, competition keywords, and I'm going to start monetizing or turning ads on my blog, just so that I can start getting some revenue from Google, so from the big company there that has the money to pay for that. Okay, so let me see. What's the other thing that I'm going to do? Let me look at my notes. Oh, okay. The next one is start and grow a YouTube channel and get it monetized. So I already have a YouTube channel, but if you don't have one, this would probably be a great time to start a YouTube channel. Now, you're not going to start making money right away with YouTube, right? It's going to take a while, as well as with blog posts. It's not something like you start writing a blog post today and you're just going to immediately make money right away. No, no, no. This is a thing that it's going to take time, right? It's going to take a while for Google to rank your blog posts. It's going to take a while for Google or YouTube to figure out, that you're there on their YouTube platform and to start recommending your videos and to start growing that channel. So it's not a quick and easy way to make money. It does take effort. It takes time. It's easy, like it's not complicated. It's not like you have to do. It's pretty simple. Like the formula, it's pretty simple. I might do another video about what the steps are or what the formula is to make money online, and it's pretty simple. Like gurus out there, like people that just come out on their Lamborghinis on YouTube videos and offer you these high ticketed courses, make it sound like it's an impossible thing and that you have to have this magic um, technique, to make money online. It's not really like that. Like you can make money, it's pretty easy, um, but it does take time, it takes effort, and it's not like you can start making money right away. Like you have to be patient and you have to just keep at it and keep working and keep posting and keep doing the things that will eventually like lead you to where you want to be. So right now would be the best time to start a YouTube channel because you'll have the time to grow it so that when we come out of the recession, your channel is has grown and you can start monetizing it then and there. Okay, because it does take a while for you to be able to get monetized on YouTube. It takes, you have to have 1,000 subscribers plus for, I can't remember how many view hours you have to have. But anyways, like start growing a YouTube channel, get it monetized. That's an extra way of getting a little bit of extra revenue. Probably not a ton, because not a lot of the revenue that comes in from the YouTube videos is from ads. Okay, there are a lot of other ways, but that's one of the ways of making money on YouTube, and you can start on that path right now, and eventually you'll get there and you can get it monetized. And even if it's a little bit, every single bit counts. A little bit from affiliates, a little bit from the blog post, a little bit from the ads, a little bit from your courses, and eventually everything starts adding up and you just have different income streams. So and then the other reason why I think you should start a YouTube channel is not just because of the monetization that you can have on YouTube, but it's also because you can get free products and you can get sponsorships. So a lot of the famous YouTubers, don't really make money because of the monetization on their YouTube channels. They actually make their money because of sponsorships. So companies, companies with big money that can invest in advertising and that will invest in advertising even during a recession, they will still keep, pouring money into sponsorships. Like they will look for those YouTubers that have an audience, that people like their content, and they will work with you. And that's how a lot of YouTubers make their money, is by getting these sponsorships, and they get paid that way. So that's one way, or actually another way, right? So monetization of your YouTube channel, sponsorships, and also affiliate products. So you can get free products from companies that like your content, like your videos, and if they feel like you're a good fit for their product, they will reach out to you and you will get, either free products or a discount on their product. And so even though this is not like direct money that you're getting, it is, I count it as money, right? Because it's still money that I don't have to spend on supplies, or money that I don't have to spend on, um, on stuff that I would normally spend on for making my own artwork. So even though, like I said, that's not an income stream, I count it kind of as an income stream because it's either free product or discounts on products. So I've gotten discounts or actually free products for like resin, free pigments. And so if you are not getting actually, if people are not reaching out to you, right, to offer you these products or for sponsorships, oh my goodness, there's bugs everywhere. I highly suggest that you actually be proactive, that you are the one reaching out to them and not waiting for them to come to you, okay? Because a lot of the times they might not know about you. Oh, there's these little bugs. So they might not know about you, right? Um, but if you reach out to them, then they'll be like, oh, you know, I really like her YouTube channel, or I really like how she presents, this or this idea. And, that I think that would, we would make a great partnership here. And so that's what I did. I actually, one of the people or companies that an affiliate for, they didn't reach out to me. Like, I actually reached out to them. And I didn't even have those many subscribers on my YouTube channel. I think I had like maybe 400 subscribers. And so at first I was a little bit scared on reaching out to them because I was like, they're going to see that I only have 400 subscribers. They're probably not going to want to do business with me. But guess what? I have a lot to offer. And it's not just that I have subscribers. I know how to edit videos. I know how to organize events. I know how to make, PDF files and all of that. I'm good with tech. And so, that's what I have a blog post. I have a website with blog posts. And so I reached out to this person and I said, hey, like, I have this blog. I can promote your products on the blog because I really like your products. So I would like to become an affiliate. And I have this YouTube channel. It's not big, but I'm working on it, to grow it. It's not as big as I would like to just because I've been working and focusing on my website rather than the YouTube channel. But I'm going to double my efforts and try to grow that as well. And I have an email list, so I can also email my people and recommend your product because it's something that I really like. And so I'm pretty sure they would like your products as well. And I can help you, with your events, and I can help you with, I just kind of offered, this is what I can do for you, rather than I want to become an affiliate and give me free product, right? Give me money. So I reached out with how can I benefit you? How can I benefit your company? And she said, yeah, let's give it a try. And lo and behold, I am now part of their team, and we built a really good relationship. I've helped her with her events, and I've helped organize some of those things, and we both benefited because I have free product. I'm promoting her stuff, so she's receiving a benefit as well. I've helped her with all her events, and she's helped me grow my channel because of the events as well. So it's just like a mutual thing, that we're helping out each other. But like, my point here is, don't wait for someone to reach out to you uh, for for becoming an affiliate or giving you free product. Go out there, be proactive, and look for those companies that maybe you already use their services, you already love their product, or you've already purchased their stuff, and you feel like you could do a good job promoting their stuff either on YouTube or on a blog post, and or even on social media. Like, you don't have to start doing it. You don't have to start blogging or just doing YouTube videos. You could do Instagram or whatever, TikTok, whatever else you want to do. But be proactive and reach out to those companies. So, okay, that was my second. I don't even know which point I'm on. So it was, start a YouTube channel because you can get it monetized. You can get sponsorships from that. and you can get free products as well just by having a YouTube channel and you know getting out there and having other companies know that you're there, that you exist. And then the last one is, yeah, affiliate marketing. So again, I'm going for the big companies that have the money to pay, right? So even though you could say that affiliate marketing, it's the customers that are paying, right? The customers are the ones that are paying for my commissions. Yeah, you could say that. However, people are still going to buy products even if I don't recommend them to them. So, for example, people are still going to buy on Amazon, whether it's a recession or not. They're still going to buy stuff. Artists are still going to buy paints, or brushes or canvases or whatever it is to make their own art. So they're still going to make those purchases, maybe less than they would have purchased when it's during a time that is not a recession. So maybe they are going to skimp a little bit on those expenses. But I think that regardless of the time, a lot of people are still going to make purchases for their art, for their living. Sorry, my English is not very good. For their just normal living, and if they are going to start a business, they're going to need tools, right? They're going to need to know or use like hosting, and they're going to need to get a domain name. They're going to need to have a way to email their email list. So they need to have all of these tools that are going to help them, right? They're going to write a blog post. They're going to need a tool that will help them do keyword research. So all of these tools, people are still going to need, and they're still going to buy, even if I don't recommend them. So why not recommend to people the stuff that I already use, the stuff that I use and that I love? Because I've tested a ton of things. So, for example, I tested MailChimp, and then I moved on to Aweber. So if someone is looking to email or start an email list, I can recommend Aweber because I've tried both, and I know that Aweber is much better than MailChimp. Or I could recommend MailChimp for beginners and then move on to Aweber once they have a bigger audience or whatever, right? But I've done that, so I know what is good for one person or another, and I can recommend those things. I also have hosting, so I know which hosting company I personally use, and I know what tools I use to make my website and design my website and my landing pages, and what tools I use to sell my courses and how to, sorry, that truck makes too much noise, and what tools you need to actually host or have your course inside your website, or other tools that might be better options if you're planning to put up a course online and stuff like that. So I've done all these things. I've tested things, as I've been growing my business, and so I have a lot of business tools that I can recommend. And I have a lot of art products that I can recommend as well, because I like to always test new things. Good to have you, Jerry, here. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining, Jerry. Talk to you later. So, yeah. So as I was saying, like, there's all these tools, all these art stuff that I've tried and tested, and some things I don't like them anymore, or they didn't work out well for me. So I can recommend that to you guys, and it's a win-win situation because you will not waste money on stuff that doesn't work. right? You will not waste money and time. And time is also important. So you will also save time because you're not going to just be jumping around from one tool to another or from one material to another, like a pouring medium to another, because this one you bought it and then it didn't work out for you what you were thinking to use it for. So now you have to buy a different one and spend more money and waste time. And so it's a win-win situation. You get to know what products work without having to test them, without having to through the trial and error that I had to go through. And I get a commission just because I recommended something that I already use. So it's not right here with affiliate marketing. It's not that I'm just, telling people buy this. Like it's just recommending stuff that actually works, that is actually good for you guys, not just recommending every single thing out there. Like even if it doesn't work, that would probably not be very honest of me, right? But a lot of people do that. But I try to only recommend, or I only recommend stuff that I actually use and I actually love, and I know that it works, right? So with this said, affiliate marketing, even though you could say that that income is coming from the purchases or from the customers, from people, regular people, yeah, you could say that, but at the same time, people are still going to make those purchases regardless of whether I recommend them or not. And it's just basically the big company like Amazon, right? If people go to Amazon because I recommended a product, Amazon is going to give me a small commission because I recommended so and so product. And whether the customer came because I recommended them or not, that Amazon doesn't care. Like, or the people are still going to make those purchases through Amazon, whether I recommend those or not, whether I recommend the products or not. So they're still going to go to Amazon and purchase stuff. So affiliate marketing might be like a smaller portion of the revenue that I might have in my business, but it's still, like I said, a little bit of revenue here and a little bit of revenue there. All of the little income streams add up eventually, and they will just make your business more profitable. So let me just double check if let me just do a quick recap on the things that I mentioned in this video. So things you should avoid and that I'm going to avoid is leaving my full-time, well, for me it's not full-time, leaving my part-time job to go all in on my online business, okay? You need that income to survive during this recession while you start to pick up some speed and your business starts to grow and starts making its own income. And until it becomes profitable or until you feel comfortable with, having enough revenue coming in from your online business, that's when I would suggest to leave your more stable job. But that doesn't mean that you're just going to continue working on your full-time job and forget about your online business. You have to work on both. And I know it's hard and it's going to take time and you're going to have some sleepless nights where you're going to have to hustle and hustle and hustle, but you will have to see through that. You will have to go through that if you want to be successful in the end. So, yes, it has taken a ton of sleepless nights for me to get my online business going. And at the beginning, it was one of the worst times when I was barely starting my business because it was a steep learning curve, very steep learning curve. I had no clue how to set up a website, had no clue how to make money online, had no clue at all of what I was doing. I had to literally figure out every single thing on my own until I found Miles Beckler. He was kind of a lifesaver, and he's the one that kind of helped me over that initial hump and to start feeling more confident in my strategy to making this online business profitable. So even though I'm getting some money right now, some revenue from my online business, I'm still not to the point where I feel comfortable in leaving my part-time job, just because that is a little bit of a more stable income that helps me invest in my online business. So I'm just kind of using it as as this side. I call my my part-time job my side hustle, because I feel like my real business is my online business, and my job is just a side hustle because I use that to make supplementary money to make my online business work. And so I use that to make ads, to purchase materials, courses, and all of that. So, um, so yeah, that was one of the things I recommended not to do. To not leave your full-time or part-time job right now during the recession, but still hustle to make your online business grow. Oh, and homie Starks, homie Starks Industries. Thank you. I'm glad that these tips are. You feel like they're good tips. And so yeah, those are kind of the things that I want to do for myself during this 2022 2023. So again, the other thing was not get into debt. So try not to go into debt just because you want to build a business online. Not to buy a bunch of products in hopes of selling it in the future. Like right now, it's probably not the best time to invest in physical items, because I feel a lot of people are going to skimp on buying those physical items because they are not essential. And so I would focus more on making or investing in assets that don't require money. So affiliate marketing, online courses, PDF files, downloadables, printables, all of those things. Okay. And then the things that I would do are um, I'm going to make I'm going to focus on making blog posts for low competition keywords and monetizing that blog. So basically turning ads on my blog so that I can start making money from the big guys, from Google, just for driving traffic onto my site. And then I'm going to continue growing my YouTube channel so that I can eventually get it to the monetized stage, and that so that I can eventually get to getting sponsorships as well. So getting paid that way. And then affiliate marketing, which I'm already doing. So just recommending products that I already use and love, either through my blog posts or through the emails that I send or through the YouTube videos that I do whenever I do art. I use products, so I can recommend the products that I do, or I can recommend the tools that I use, to make my own website profitable. So yeah, those are the tips that I have for you. Let me know if in the comments if you are thinking about growing a or starting an online business in 2022, what your plans are. If you have any questions about that, where are you at in this journey? Like, do you have a website? Do you have a YouTube channel? If not, like, do you plan on starting that? Do you have any questions of how to even get started? Just so that I have an idea of what it is that you need to know from me. So, what is it that I can share with you to help you through that journey? So, let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if I can help in any way. And let me see what else. Let me just look in the chat just to make sure there are no other questions here. Okay. So just to let you guys know before I leave, Sunday we have a premiere live video coming up. All the premiere live videos, actually, it's an event. Okay, it's a color art event where a lot of artists are going to be showing their techniques. They're showing how they do their artwork. And it's also going to be full of prices, color art prices. So there are going to be different prices, even a $400 color art shopping spree. So go ahead and check out the details for that. I'm going to put a link to a page that has all that information. I don't have it up right now, but as soon as I end this video, I'll put it in the description box below, and it'll have all of those details so that you can join us on Sunday and become part of this event, watch all the videos, participate in the giveaways, and maybe even be the winner of the $400 color shopping spree. There's no cost, to be part of this event. All you have to do is join us on Sunday, watch the videos, follow the rules in order to participate in the giveaway. So I highly recommend that you see that. We're going to share a bunch of techniques and stuff that different artists do. Like they all have their own techniques, their own way of making art. So it's a great way to see how different artists use the color art products. And I'm a fan of those products. If you didn't know that about me, I love their products. And so I'm going to be showing how to do a piece with those products. And yeah, and I'm going to also leave in the description box below a link to a page on my website that has all the tools that I love and currently use for my own business and for my own art. So the stuff that I love and recommend for my own products, for my own artwork, and for building my own online business as well. Like what I use for email marketing, for hosting email marketing, for hosting, um, for designing my website, for my basically all of it. Okay, it's just gonna be there. So check that out as well once we're done with this video. So, anyways, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, Jerry, and let me see. And Homie Starts Industries. I love, I love, uh, I love the Marvel movies. So Tony Stark, my favorite. So sad that he died. Yeah, I was so sad. But yeah, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.